Why am I making that noise? It's because that was 3 hours of pure waste of my fucking time. God damn. I'm surprised I didn't go to sleep. I'm surprised I didn't want to drink bleach. I'm surprised I didn't go into coma. What was there anything? Well, let me back up. The main event was good. The women's championship match was better than what I expected. The tag team title match was pretty good up until the Bludgeon Bars came out, but they destroyed everybody, that was good too. But at the end of the day, I just didn't care. I did not care about who won, who lost tonight. They did not need this pay-per-view. WWE did not need this pay-per-view tonight. What? With everything that happened tonight, what they could not done on SmackDown. Let me know all of the stuff that we saw tonight. What could they have not done on SmackDown? This pay-per-view wasn't needed tonight, guys. We wasted 3 hours of our lives tonight. We could have been doing something else. I could have been streaming Fortnite. I could have been doing some other stuff. You know, I could have been catching up on old school WrestleManias. Right now I'm at WrestleMania 6. I went through the first 5 over the past, week and a half. But it's like WWE, and thank God, and thank God they have the know-it-all and wherewithal to know that they don't need to have multi-brand pay-per-views anymore. I mean, I kind of want to have the multi-brand pay-per-views, but after seeing what I saw tonight, makes me not want to have multi-brand pay-per-views anymore. You know, tonight was just sadly predictable from start to finish. With the exception of one match, and we'll be talking about that in a second. And actually, kind of, on the second thought, I kind of agree on the outcome, because there could be something coming down the road that I want to see. But, you know, you had tonight's main event, which is a six-pack challenge for the WWE Championship. Fucking great match. I will say that, great match. Match of the year quality, definitely not. But it was a good, solid pay-per-view match. It will be one of those matches that you'll, see, 10 years from now, and you're like, oh, I remember that match. It was a pretty good match. But it's not a match I'm going to go out, willing out to see. It's not Johnny Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas. You know what I mean? It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's not like Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega from Wrestle Kingdom. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like we're going to see at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. It's not going to be this ladder matchup we're going to see at TakeOver New Orleans for the new North American Championship. That's old school vibes to it. It's not going to be Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT Championship. It's not going to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. If you didn't think AJ Styles was going to win tonight, you guys are smoking some shit. You should not be watching me right now if you did not think that AJ Styles was going to win tonight. I had some people talking to me earlier saying, oh, I hope Baron Corbin wins. What? In what fucking world, in what fucking planet why Baron Corbin should win? I had some people saying, oh, it'll make sense if Sami Zayn will win. I mean, I love Sami Zayn. By all means. I love Sami Zayn. But for him to win the WWE Championship and have him go up again... Now, him and Nakamura at WrestleMania, don't get me wrong, that's a WrestleMania caliber match for sure. But for the current state storyline, it would not make sense. Everything that we saw here tonight should have just been done on SmackDown. Should have just been done on SmackDown. I mean, they could have done it over a course of a few weeks, but should have been done on SmackDown regardless. You know, it's just sad that WWE thinks more with their pockets than what the fans actually want. Tonight wasn't anything big. Tonight wasn't anything great. Tonight wasn't anything special. Tonight was a typical boring show. It was boring. From start to finish. I did not care. Some things I was entertained by. Like the destruction of the Bludgeon Brothers. And fucking, Xavier Woods, just being dismantled, and I think legitimately he may be injured. Possibly. We gotta hear more from that, because the way that Corey Graves sounded tonight, he was like, he's like, get well, Woods. or or basically they don't show the replay anymore. They don't show the replay anymore when he's being powerbombed on the steel steps. Those are little keys that you guys gotta look out for when you're watching wrestling product. So, I don't know. Maybe he's really injured, maybe he's not. Maybe they're just selling the fact that was his injured kayfabe wise. I don't know. But he sold the fuck out of it, though, if that's the case. But, back on track. Tonight, overall, wasn't anything special. Would I rate this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Rate this a thumbs down. Rate this a thumbs down because it wasn't needed tonight. This show was not needed tonight. Not to say that there was no good wrestling action tonight. The main event was good. I think the women's championship match with Charlotte and Ruby Riott was a decent women's match. And I think that the tag team title match was a pretty damn good tag team title match up until the Bludgeon Brothers came out, who ended the match right there. But we saw some good chaos from the Bludgeon Brothers. So, this is WWE going into WrestleMania. We just have several weeks away before WrestleMania. We're basically at WrestleMania 34 now, from New Orleans at the Superdome. And Mercedes-Benz Superdome. We're a few weeks away. Are you excited for WrestleMania? Let's look at the current state of the card. Let's look at the Raw brand real quick. You got Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I'm for it just because it is closing a storyline from WrestleMania 31 to now. And it's Ronda Rousey's first WWE match. I'm for it. It makes sense. Good. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw. I don't want to see that. I don't think majority of us don't want to see that. A Roman Reigns go up against Brock Lesnar, because how many fucking more times can we see a version of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? Just like Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Just like Braun Strowman versus Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see it. Even though we know what the outcome is, Roman Reigns is going to win the title, blah, 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 blah. Pending this Johnny Bravo documentary on the alleged 15 users of performance enhancement drugs from the WWE. And Roman Reigns, as apparently his name's been dropped, this film is going to be coming any day now, any week now. Probably before WrestleMania. And if something does happen to Roman Reigns, unfortunately, if it does happen, I mean, I don't like Roman Reigns, but I don't want to see his career be ruined at the same time. If something does happen to Roman Reigns, then WWE is in the shitter, and they got to pull a fast one to get either Braun Strowman, it's most likely going to be Braun Strowman, to get in that match at WrestleMania. But knowing WWE, if Roman is actually involved in this, they may pay off Johnny Bravo. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Also in the Raw brand, we got the Bar, seeing a challenge out to anybody to defend their tag team titles at WrestleMania. Authors of Pain, that's what I'm looking at. Is it going to be Authors of Pain or Sanity? It's going to be somebody from NXT. I don't see, or if they really want to, but I don't see it, War Machine. Maybe War Machine. Because they got signed by WWE and they have not been on NXT tapings yet. So that kind of has me wondering if War Machine is going to debut on the main roster and just, wreck shop, wreak havoc against the Bar at WrestleMania and win the tag team titles on their first night. I don't see that happening. I'd much rather see Authors of Pain, but, we'll see what happens there. We got the Intercontinental Championship match, triple threat match. Maybe a ladder match, for all we know. The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. They had the best main event of all last year on Monday Night Raw, so why not have it? I'm up for it. You got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and you probably got, which to be rumored possibly, the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal for the men and women. Just to get everybody else on the roster on the show. SmackDown, you got possibly Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. And I'm saying possibly, just by what we saw tonight. We'll see what happens there. You got the Usos, who is still the tag team champions, maybe in a triple threat match with the Bludgeon Brothers and the New Day. I'll be explaining why in a minute. You got Charlotte Flair, who retained her title tonight against Ruby Riott, to face off against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Thank Jesus. Thank Jesus that match is going to happen. Not to say that, that is not going to be predictable, because we know that Asuka's going to win that match. But it's going to be a very, very good women's wrestling match that is worthy of WrestleMania. Now, the other match I forgot that may not be worthy of WrestleMania, some people may think it, some people may not, but I don't think it's worthy of WrestleMania. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. Why will Nia Jax get a world title match? She only won one match this year on TV, and it was against a jobber. Nia Jax has only won one match this year on television, and it was against a jobber. And you're mean to tell me that Nia Jax is not credible, but she deserves a women's title match at WrestleMania? Not my watch. Mickie James deserves more than Nia Jax right now at this point in time. But yeah, people in the comments, people on this video, they're gonna say, oh, she deserves it. Suck my dick. You cannot tell me that someone who wins one time on television, all of this year, deserves to be at WrestleMania in a world title match. Let me know when it's okay to have that done. You would be mad, I would assume, if Shinsuke Nakamura has not won anything. Well, actually, no. You know what? No, I'll take that back. I will take that back because I know how people will think. Oh, no, he does deserve it, even though he won one match this year. So, you guys will be pretty upset, I will say. Let's say if, I'm going to throw it out there, Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor. Can't even see that right there. There's my Balor cup back there. I was drinking some soda earlier. I need to lay off the soda, man. I need to drink some more water, man. I'm drinking this water right here. I haven't finished it yet. But anyway, Balor Club coffee cup is back there, my mug. If you can imagine that Finn Balor wins one match the entire year on television, and he beats the jobber, you mean to tell me that he would deserve to be in the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania? You mean to tell me he will deserve to be, deservingly, being in a Euros Championship match against Brock Lesnar, even though that's not going to be the case? I'm just making a point. It's the same thing with Nia Jax. She does not deserve to be, kayfabe-wise, does not deserve to be in this title match. Presumably, that's pretty much what it's going to come down to. It's definitely going to be Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. I don't see any other way at this point. At WrestleMania, she doesn't deserve it. Period. In my personal opinion. And we have, as I mentioned before, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Out of all the matches that I've named here, how many is WrestleMania worthy? Nakamura and AJ Styles, definitely WrestleMania worthy. You have, perhaps, I will say the Intercontinental Championship match, just because of the fact that they had that great match last year. And it makes sense because of the fact that they've been feuding on and off, all three of them, all year. What it seems like. The Usos deserve to be on WrestleMania 2 as well. So I will say that. The tag team division on SmackDown was been one of the brighter spots on WWE television of all last year. And that's probably about it. WrestleMania, okay, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Because you do got two big stars. That is WrestleMania worthy. Just by the star power. It's WrestleMania worthy. Even though I don't agree with the match. Everything else, throw your hands up in the air like you just don't fucking care, because I don't fucking care about anything else on this show. WrestleMania 34. Now, I'm not saying that WrestleMania 34 is going to suck, it's going to be bad, it's going to be awful, it's going to be terrible, it's going to be one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that for me to care, to get emotionally invested, WWE over these next few weeks really has to dig down deep for me to care. Nakamura and Styles, I already care because I know it's going to be possibly match of the year. If they give them 20 to 25 minutes, that could be match of the year. And that's a big if from WWE. Do you trust WWE to give Nakamura and Styles 20 to 25 minutes? Do you really trust WWE to do that? I don't. I fucking don't, but hey, maybe they can prove me wrong. But overall, tonight, guys, Fastlane wasn't anything special. WrestleMania coming up, on paper, should be special. It may be special. It should be special. I just don't know if it is. I just don't know if it is. I want it to be. I want it to be one of the best WrestleManias of all time, but I just don't know. That's the thing. I just don't know. Overall tonight, if I have to give a rating for Fastlane, I give it a 5 out of 10. I just didn't care tonight. Not to say that we didn't see any great wrestling. I just, at the end of the day, did not give a fuck about the show. I did not give a fuck about what happened, who won, who lost. You know, I just didn't care at the end of the day. Everybody who won, with the exception of one match, was very predictable. With the exception of one match, was very predictable. I thought they really kept the title on Bobby Roode. I really did. And I want the title on Bobby Roode still. But now, after thinking about it, I'm glad that Randy Orton won. Because you want to know why? This may start the trend. This may start the process of turning Bobby Roode heel. Face Bobby Roode sucks. I'm sorry, he's one of the worst things on SmackDown right now. Face Bobby Roode. Turn Bobby Roode heel? Well, you know what? Hey, you may caught my eye again. You may catch my eye all over again with Bobby Roode. Turn Bobby Roode heel. I think they started planting the seeds for it tonight. A lot of people say, oh, he turned heel. No, he didn't. He didn't turn heel yet. When you turn heel, you gotta explain yourself why. That's the big thing for a heel turn that people don't realize. You got to explain the heel turn. Just because a face attacks another face doesn't mean that he's a heel. If John Cena attacks Roman Reigns, does that make John Cena heel? If Roman Reigns attacks John Cena, does that make Roman Reigns heel? No. You gotta explain the actions. You gotta explain the actions behind of the attack. Maybe we'll see something this Thursday, this Tuesday on SmackDown Live on possibly a heel turn for Bobby Roode, or at least it being in the works. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's get through this review, guys. I'm not really gonna waste your guys' time on this. I'm really not. I mean, tonight wasn't really anything good overall. You know, as I mentioned, it wasn't anything special. I mean, you know, you did have like I said, the 6-pack challenge match, which was fucking a good match. AJ Styles won. You know, and basically with that, AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Great. Let's set that to the side. There's two other scenarios in here. The first scenario I thought tonight that we may see, I thought we may possibly see The Undertaker tonight. Possibly. I'm not saying that we were for sure. I think The Undertaker was going to show up at this shitty pay-per-view. Fast lame, shit lame, bleach lame. Whatever you want to call it. That's what it was tonight. But anyway, you know, I didn't think Undertaker was going to show up tonight. Undertaker seems more for like a Monday Night Raw thing. I think that John Cena will come out tomorrow on Monday Night Raw and say, well, you know, my WrestleMania moment's not going to be here this year. Then all of a sudden you hear a gong and Undertaker comes out. It'll be a great Monday Night Raw moment for tomorrow. So, you know, that's number one. I think John Cena and Undertaker will start the road to WrestleMania beginning tomorrow night. Another thing as well, and I gotta watch back Talking Smack to get a little bit more of the details on exactly what could be possibly happening. There's a rumor right now that Dolph Ziggler will be faced off against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania in a one-on-one match. At this point, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because what I saw tonight, again, Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are all involved in the storyline together. I'm not sure if they're still thinking about doing this tag team match with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. I'm not too sure if that's still going to happen. But tonight, I don't know where they're going to go with this storyline now, because if you're telling me that you're going to have Shane McMahon rumored to go up against Dolph Ziggler, they really need to start quick. Because it seems like Ziggler is on the out, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is coming back in. If it's going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Shane McMahon, that didn't really make sense tonight on why Shane McMahon, again, screwed Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn out of winning a title. So there's very much confusion there. Do I care at the end of the day? I somewhat care, yes. But they need to have it make sense. Do you trust WWE? Do you trust Road Dogg Jesse James? Oh, you didn't know? I cannot fucking ride anything. Do you trust that guy? For this particular storyline, this particular situation, at this time, I don't. I really don't. So, we may find out on Tuesday exactly what's happening between all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these guys, baby. Because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. We got WrestleMania 28 days away. That's 4 weeks away, guys. And you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon, possibly Daniel Bryan. And maybe Dolph Ziggler, because the reason I mentioned Dolph Ziggler, because again, he's supposed to, rumor-wise at least, he's been building up. Hey, I'm supposed to be in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. I want to be in a one-on-one match. I've never been in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. He was signed to a new WWE contract, which making him one of the highest, possibly I think he is the highest full-time wrestlers on the roster now. He is that's from what I understand, he is now the highest full-time wrestler on the roster, paid. I mean, so if that's the case, you cannot have this guy waste away and not get a one-on-one WrestleMania match, period. I'm pretty sure that was worth in his contract. Give me a one-on-one WrestleMania match this year, or I'm not going to sign a contract with you guys. So, it's pretty much to me that Dolph Ziggler will be facing off against somebody in a one-on-one match. The question is who? The only person that will make sense will be Shane McMahon. It ain't gonna be Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan, which I will love to see, but WWE ain't gonna allow that to fucking happen, and it won't make sense either. It will not make sense with Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan in a one-on-one match. It just wouldn't. But that's what we're looking at right now, coming out of Fastlane tonight, is those 3 major storylines there, including AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And the third major storyline I was referring to was Asuka face off against Charlotte. That's the thing that makes the most sense to me tonight. Charlotte versus Asuka. Everything that happened tonight, that's the thing that makes the most sense. Out of the obvious, like AJ Styles beating, winning the six-pack challenge. I'm talking about the things that was kind of on the edge. Like, we knew that was going to happen, but we didn't know. We knew that AJ and Nakamura was going to happen. WWE's not that fucking stupid for that shit to happen. But there was slight possibility that Asuka would be facing off against, Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania, even though it doesn't make any sense. But there was a slight possibility. But out of everything that happened tonight, seeing Asuka coming out, confronting Charlotte was pretty damn good stuff. But being as it may, guys, tonight, like I said, was very predictable, and we're gonna go through the review right now. This is your WWE Fastlane 2018 review. My name is JD Venom here. Go and follow me on Twitter at JD Venom Leak. It's down below. I am now on Twitch. I am actually live streaming on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/JD Venom. So, that being said, guys, let's get this shit going, and let's see what you guys think about the show here. I actually left a poll on Twitter, and let me go to the poll real quick. My mouse ain't working right now because I have a wireless mouse here. Okay, so the poll that I put on Twitter was what it says. It says, how would you describe this show so far? Hashtag WWE Fastlane. With, I won't say overwhelming, but with a good percentage, with 41%, Sleep Lane was the decisive winner at 41%. 24% was Shit Lane, another 24% was Bleach Lane, and 11% was Ass Lane. So there you guys go. Thank you for everybody who voted on Twitter. Really, 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 really do appreciate that. Also, thank you for the follows on Twitter as well. DJ Cam Bennett, Chris Peeps. Really do appreciate the follows on Twitter. Let's get into the review, guys. So tonight we start off with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Rusev got a big pop. Nakamura got a big pop. I was kind of, worried that Nakamura will not get as much of a pop as Rusev, because Rusev is over shit right now. But we had dueling chance of Rusev Day and Nakamura. They're both pretty even. I was kind of afraid that Rusev will kind of overpower with the chance, which didn't happen. So I'm good. So I'm glad that both guys had their dueling chance. Overall, this match was predictable. Like I said, we knew Nakamura was going to win. Why would you have Nakamura lose 4 weeks before WrestleMania, which does not make any sense to me. It wouldn't make any sense to me. It wouldn't make any sense to me. So, with that being said, Nakamura wins this match with a Kinshasa to the back of the head of Rusev and another Kinshasa into the face of Rusev. Rusev came back with a nice Machka kick. You know what I mean? Masturbation Celebration. You know what I mean? And then we didn't get to see that tonight. But, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, Masturbation Celebration didn't happen tonight. But we did see Shinsuke Nakamura hit the Kinshasa on Rusev for the 1-2-3 pinfall. Rusev, he ain't going to be hurt at this fucking point in time. He's still going to be over. So, regardless of the fact. But Rusev loses to Nakamura. Nakamura is going in strong into WrestleMania against AJ Styles. Next match on this here, and this is where Sleep Lane, as you guys voted on Twitter, this is where Sleep Lane began. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode for the United States Championship. I didn't care about this match. Didn't care about this match whatsoever. I care about both as competitors, but as this match I didn't care about. I really didn't. Okay, they made this a big deal. First time ever. Randy Orton could be a Grand Slam champion in WWE. If he wins, he would be the first ever United States champion. You knew WWE was really focusing on that. That was the main reason for this match. Bobby Roode, he's about as cold as fucking, Iceman from X-Men. He's about as cold as Glacier from WCW. He's about as cold as Stone Cold. See what I did there? Stone Cold. We're talking about wrestling right now. Stunner. No. All right. Sorry about the jokes. I apologize for the joke. But regardless of the fact, we knew that was a big deal for this match. But we didn't know, and, I didn't predict Orton. I thought a lot of people would be going for Roode here, but Orton wins this match. At first, I was like, no, why would Orton win? Then I was like, oh, wait, well, hold on a second. This may give a reason to turn Bobby Roode heel. This will give a reason to turn Bobby Roode heel. And sure enough, I was correct. He didn't turn heel yet, but we can see the seeds are being planned for a heel turn. Which I hope. I really hope that the seeds are being planned for a heel turn, because face Bobby Roode, we don't need. We don't need a face Bobby Roode. This will launch Bobby Roode into the stratosphere, into the main event division. Because after the draft coming up here, because we may have a draft at Backlash where AJ Styles may go to Monday Night Raw. After we see that, we may get a program, believe it or not, guys. That could be a program with Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode for the WWE Championship. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Or we may get a program with Nakamura and Sami Zayn, or Nakamura and Kevin Owens. All three of those scenarios I can see happening after WrestleMania. But the heel turn has to come first. It has to come hard. It has to come big for Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode. I'm getting choked up here. I'm just thinking about it. I'm getting choked up here. The heel turn has to come. And it has to come big for Bobby Roode. Do I think it's going to come? I hope so. I believe so. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, that Bobby Roode will turn heel. If not by WrestleMania, at WrestleMania. Now, this may, if he turns heel at WrestleMania, this may have him win back the United States Championship. But if he does turn heel, that's going to do nothing but wonders for Bobby Roode, and that's going to actually catapult him to the main event slot on SmackDown Live. Mark my words, that's going to happen if he turns heel. But Randy Orton wins with an RKO out of nowhere for the 1-2-3. And Randy Orton is your new WWE United States Champion. After the match ends, we see Jinder Mahal come out, and we see Jinder Mahal attack both Randy Orton and Bobby Roode. You see Bobby Roode come in, hit a Glorious DDT on Jinder Mahal, and we see another glorious DDT on Randy Orton, which kind of you're hoping to think that the C's are planning for the heel turn for him being very frustrated of him losing the United States Championship. So I hope that's gonna happen. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. But I really, really, really hope that does happen. Okay. Next match: Natalya and Carmella versus Becky Lynch and Naomi. Natalya and Carmella won. Who gives a fuck? Next match. Who gives a fuck? Do I really gotta explain myself why I have to talk about this match? I don't care. Carmella, Natalya wins after a roll-up from Carmella, I believe, on Naomi. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Did this really do anything for you? Is this any implication for WrestleMania? No, fuck it. Next match. I don't care. Next match. SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The New Day versus the Usos. Very good match. I mean, these guys will never ever have a bad match with each other. So, was I invested in it? I was somewhat invested in it just because of the fact that these guys here are very good in the ring. They're very, very good with each other in the ring. So I was somewhat invested into it. But at the end of the day, though, it wouldn't have hurt me to not see this match either. I really want to see the Usos go into WrestleMania as the tag team champions, which is that's going to be the case now. That's going to be the case. They have not been on WrestleMania card since they've been on the since they've been in WWE in 9 years. They have not been on the WrestleMania card. And no, motherfuckers, the pre-show doesn't count as being on WrestleMania. They've been on the pre-show many a times. Fucking assholes. Like people think like, oh, if you're on the pre-show, you're on WrestleMania. Tell that to fucking Neville and Austin Aries. They were on WrestleMania last year. They wrestled in the WrestleMania stadium in front of the WrestleMania crowd, but they were not on WrestleMania. If I were to start WrestleMania right now on the WWE Network, it's not going to have Austin Aries versus Neville. It's not. It is not. It's not going to have Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose either. Remember that shit from last year? Jesus Christ, man. But this match here overall between the Usos and the New Day was fun. They use their finishers against each other. They use their signatures against each other. Great. The main thing to talk about in this match is about the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers coming out to the ring, completely destroying the New Day and completely destroying the Usos. This is going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Now we don't know for sure if we're going to see Xavier Woods. I got to hear, you know what, let me see if I can get any news on Xavier Woods right now, because either WWE selling pretty well or he is legitimately injured. And I would not be surprised if he's legitimately injured. Let's see. So WWE just tweeted out 5 minutes ago saying, injury update, the New Day's at Xavier Woods suffers a thoracic spine injury during the Bludgeon Brothers attack at the WWE Fastlane. So I don't know if this is legit. I don't know if this is, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is within storyline. But there's people out there who are really thinking that he's injured. WWE did not show the replay of him getting powerbombed on the steel steps. They just freeze it, pause it, when he's about to be powerbombed. Usually when they do stuff like that, that basically means that could be a legitimate injury. And I really hope that's not the case, because Xavier Woods is one of the most underrated talents in WWE. He is so good at what he does in the ring and out of the ring, on the mic. I really hope he's not injured. I'm just gonna say that. But that is the main thing coming out. Is the Bludgeon Brothers destroying everybody, including Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and the Usos. It looks like to me it's gonna be a triple threat match at WrestleMania between these 3 teams, and I can see the Bludgeon Brothers walking out tag team champions at WrestleMania. I can definitely see that happening. But if Xavier was really injured, that fucking sucks. I hope it's not serious. I hope it's nothing that's career-threatening if he really is injured. He was selling the fuck out of it, but he was convulsing too at the same time. I'm like, that's not a natural convulsing. The way that his eyes looked, it was not really natural. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I mean, maybe selling the fuck out of it. I don't know. Maybe he has me, worked. He's probably working me right now. I don't know. He's that good at what he does, but I really hope that there's really nothing wrong with Xavier Woods. And also as well, the back of his head, and a lot of people are not talking about this, the back of his head hit the edge of the steel steps. That could, man, I don't know. I don't know. But regardless of the fact, though, he has a spine injury. Hopefully it's all kayfabe. Hopefully it's not serious. If it's not kayfabe, hopefully it's not serious. I didn't see the referee throw up the X or anything. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe it's kayfabe, but you don't know. You don't know with these things, so you don't want to play with this shit like that. But anyway, yeah, hopefully Xavier was okay, and hopefully we do get a very, very, very good tag team title match at WWE WrestleMania. On to the next match. It was for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. And it was Charlotte versus Ruby Riott. Fun match. I will say it was a fun match. Oh my god, there goes my fan on my PC. But anyway, it was a fun match, and I will say this. Ruby Riott is very underrated, in my opinion, in the ring. I always thought she was very good at NXT. Sure, they did a damn good match tonight, I thought. I didn't care about the match, because we already knew that Charlotte was going to win. I mean, there was no way whatsoever that we thought that Ruby Riott was going to win this match. But the match overall was good. It was a good match. We saw, the Riott Squad come out, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan come out to distract. We also saw Naomi and Becky Lynch come out. So, I mean, that was gonna be that there, because they were building up that aspect for this match. And pretty much the way this match ends is that, pretty much after both teams get escorted out by the referee, we see a figure eight from Charlotte, and Ruby Riott taps out. That is the feud there. Charlotte wins. She is going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion going into WrestleMania, as we all thought. And at the end, right after the replays are done, we hear Asuka's music. Coming out to the ring. Asuka was jacked. She was ready. And she lays down the challenge without saying any words. Lays down the challenge for a WrestleMania encounter. A real Women's Championship match for WrestleMania between Asuka and Charlotte. It is going to be a damn good match. We know that Asuka's going to win because she has to keep her undefeated streak. I think Asuka should keep her undefeated streak all the way through this year and through next year's WrestleMania 35, to face off against Ronda Rousey. I think that will be a fantastic match. Rousey will have a year under her belt, and I think her and Asuka will put on a fucking beatdown matches. And I'm already talking about WrestleMania 35. It's not even came up yet. But regardless of the fact, though, I really think that that's where we're going to be heading in with the next year for Asuka. Asuka's going to remain undefeated all the way through next year's WrestleMania. Unless Carmella cashes in Money in the Bank. I heard some ideas where Carmella can cash in at WrestleMania and turn to a triple threat match, kind of like a la Seth Rollins, and have Carmella win the title, but pinning Charlotte and not Asuka to keep intact Asuka's undefeated streak. I would not be opposed to that either, because you gotta have the cash in happen at some time, and you don't want to waste the first ever Money in the Bank women's cash in, because if Carmella cashes in on Asuka, it's just a one-on-one environment. Asuka's gonna be Carmella, and that's gonna be a waste of a year of our times. But the best way to do it, if it's in turn to a triple threat match, and have Asuka out of the ring and have Charlotte be pinned by Carmella, I'm for that. I'm definitely for that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that will actually do wonders long term for both Carmella and Asuka. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments. But Charlotte wins. She defeats Ruby Riott with the figure 8. Asuka comes out to challenge Charlotte, and they will battle at WrestleMania. Main event tonight, guys. Again, like I said, the 6-man challenge match was between AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, John Cena, and Baron Corbin. Very good match. Like I said, not anything like match of the year or anything, but a very good, solid main event. Was the only in-ring quality match that was pay-per-view worthy, and very good match between all 6 of these guys. We saw some early AAs from John Cena, which was very typical. Early AAs from John Cena. And one thing I do hate, the double 5-knuckle shuffle is the worst. Is the worst move in wrestling history. It looks so fake. What the fuck? Come on, man. Fakest move in wrestling history. But we seen at one point, we're gonna fast forward towards the end of this match. We seen Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon was there on the outside during the entirety of this match. He was there on the outside, sitting down during the entirety of this match. We see Sami Zayn get in the face of Shane McMahon, and you see Kevin Owens coming from behind, because at one point we saw Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn he's like, yeah, I'll lay down for you or whatever. Then Kevin Owens like, no, I don't trust you. He picks him up. Then Sami Zayn goes for a roll up. They basically lost trust for each other, pretty much. But we saw Shane McMahon sitting on the outside confronting Sami Zayn, and we saw a super kick that was going to be intended for Sami Zayn, but instead Sami Zayn moves out of the way, and Kevin Owens super kicks Shane McMahon. We saw Kevin Owens hit a pop-up powerbomb on, I believe it was Dolph Ziggler. It was either Dolph Ziggler or Baron Corbin. We saw a pop-up powerbomb for a 1-2 and in a pull-out by Shane McMahon. Screws over, again, Kevin Owens. So, where we go from here with this, you think, right? Like, okay, man, you're still doing the same shit from fucking, August. This shit's been going on for, a better half of a year already. You know what I mean? You saw a haluva kick by Sami Zayn to Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn pins Kevin Owens, but Shane McMahon pulls out Sami Zayn. Where is this going to go, guys? I don't know. I already explained earlier why I think. I mean, I don't know where it's going to go, to be honest. I don't know where it's going to go, because it doesn't make any sense on what the rumors are saying right now. It makes it... The only thing that's throwing that curveball in there is the Daniel Bryan situation. I don't think Daniel Bryan is going to wrestle. I really don't. I think WWE wanted him to wrestle, I believe. I think they were going to allow him to wrestle, but I think it was going to be in a very, 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 very limited capacity. So, I don't think that's going to happen. At all. But it makes me wonder on why they did this tonight. Very confused. That is the most confusing thing of tonight, was the whole Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn situation. Very confused tonight. If you're supposed to have you're supposed to have Shane McMahon versus possibly Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania, which I believe more now, because Dolph Ziggler really wants that one-on-one match, and you just signed Dolph Ziggler to a new contract, and he's the highest paid full-time wrestler on the roster now. What? Why would this happen tonight with Shane McMahon, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens? I don't think WWE knows. I don't even think WWE knows what they're doing. I don't even think WWE knows what they're doing at this point in time. But regardless of the fact, that's what we're looking at here. But at the end, we saw, John Cena hit an AA to AJ Styles through the announcement table. We saw some good spots on the outside. Baron Corbin annihilating Sami Zayn through one of those hockey things, penalty boxes, whatever. So we did see that. But at the end of it all, AJ Styles hits a phenomenal forearm. And he has a phenomenal forearm, and for the 1-2-3 victory. And AJ Styles will face off against Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania, the match that we all been hoping for, we all been dreaming of. We are going to see Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, period. And that's what we wanted, and that's what we've been wanting. But there's still a lot of questions to be answered. 1, Shane McMahon situation with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. 2, John Cena. I mean, we know the plan is The Undertaker. We all know it's going to be The Undertaker, but how is it going to be there? How are they going to get there? Are they going to start tomorrow night? 3, Charlotte versus Asuka. I wonder how that's going to be built up. Is Charlotte going to play the heel in this particular storyline? I don't know. We have to wait and see. 4, Is Bobby Roode going to turn heel? Is the season planned for Bobby Roode? There's a lot of questions to be answered. Am I legitimately, intrigued by some of these? Yeah. Bobby Roode, yes. Styles and Nakamura, yes. Somewhat because of the confusion I'm having right now with Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, maybe Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan. Like, we don't know where that's going to go. We don't know. That's somewhat intriguing. Do you trust WWE to do it the right way and, get you emotionally invested in the actual whatever match is going to come out at WrestleMania? Probably not. But at least for the next couple of weeks on TV, I would be somewhat invested. But regardless of the fact, guys, I mean, Fastlane was a 5 out of 10. It wasn't anything great. It was not anything great at all. We could have lived without the show. We could have had the same build over the next few weeks for SmackDown. But we're not going to get that. But guys, that's it. That is your SmackDown Fastlane, WWE, not SmackDown, but that's your WWE Fastlane review, 2018 review from tonight. We got, WrestleMania coming up in 4 weeks. We'll be reviewing that here. We'll also be reviewing NXT TakeOver New Orleans, which is going to be the show of the fucking weekend. Let's not kid ourselves. That will be the show of the weekend unless WrestleMania really pulls something out of their ass of something great. But guys, that's it. That is it. If you did like this, go and leave me a thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe for more WWE videos here on the channel. Go check out my other videos of WWE. I don't really do much videos on WWE anymore because I work from 3 to 12. But go check them out if you really want to think about my other opinions in the world of professional wrestling. Also, as well, go and follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page. And follow me on Twitch. I am live on Twitch as well, guys. Follow me on Twitch, please. I need it. Need the follows on Twitch. So if you're watching me here right now live, go follow me on Twitch. If you don't follow me on Twitch, well, goddamn it, we got a problem. We got a problem, okay? But that is it, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later. Peace out.